Have you ever noticed how some people just make you feel calm the moment they walk into the room? They're not doing anything special. They're just there. And suddenly, most everyone can breathe a little easier. What's that all about anyway? You know those people who seem to carry this invisible bubble of peace around them? The ones who don't seem to get rattled when everything else is falling apart? Who somehow make you feel like everything's going to be okay just by being present with. Let's try to figure out their secret. It might not be what you think. First, let's examine the ego versus the self-esteem paradox. Here's something I've realized. Calm isn't about being zen or having it all figured out. It's about something much simpler, yet much harder. It's about self-esteem overriding ego. Think about it. When your ego is running the show, you're constantly defending, proving, reacting. You're like a pinball bouncing off every little thing that happens. But when you genuinely feel secure in who you are, you no longer need to bounce. You can just stay still. The ego says, I need to be right. Self-esteem says, I'm okay either way. Also, let's look at the selfless paradox. Here's a beautiful thought. Most calming people aren't trying to be calm at all. They're not performing peace or using their calmness as a superpower. They're just not making everything about them. When you're not constantly worried about how you look, how you sound, whether people like you, or whether you're winning or losing, you create this incredible space for other people simply to exist. You're not sucking up all the emotional energy in the room. It's like being a good host at a party. The best hosts aren't the ones showing off or being the center of attention. They're the ones making sure everyone feels comfortable, seen, and welcome. There's a ripple effect here, and this is where it gets really interesting. Calm is contagious, but not in the way you might think. When someone around you isn't reactive or not defensive, and they're not trying to prove anything, your nervous system literally starts to relax. You stop bracing for impact. You stop scanning for threats. You can actually be present instead of preparing for the next conflict. It's like emotional regulation through proximity. Their inner stability becomes your outer peace. I've noticed this with friends, some family members, and even strangers sometimes. We'll be in the middle of chaos, a stressful meeting, or a family argument, crisis, and they're just steady. Not because they don't care, but because they're not adding their own chaos to the mix. So how does one become one of these types of people? How can we cultivate this calm influence? First, it's not suppressing our own emotions or pretending everything's fine. That's fake calm, almost like a mask, and people can sense it from a mile away. Real calm comes from feeling your feelings without letting the feelings run the show. Second, it's about getting comfortable with not being the main character in every story. Sometimes your job is to be present, to listen, to hold space, not to fix, not to win, and not to be right. And third, and this is the hardest part, it's about building genuine self-worth that doesn't depend on external validation. When you know you're okay regardless of what happens, you can let other people have their experience without trying to control it. The most powerful thing about calm influence is not that it's a technique. It's a way of being. You can't fake it, can't force it. You can't turn it on and off like a switch, but you can cultivate it. You can choose security over defensiveness. You can choose presence over performance. You can choose to be someone who makes the world a little bit more peaceful just by being in. And honestly, in a world that feels pretty chaotic right now, we could all use a few more people like that. What do you think? How have you noticed this or opportunities like this in your life? Who are the people who make you feel calmer just by being around them?
This is Mike Sansone with Reaching Hearts, and I'm on a mission to inspire a world where love isn't just a feeling, it's a daily practice. Thank you for subscribing, and if you like this video, please click the like below. And if you want to explore more topics like this, be sure to check out other videos on my channel. Let's strengthen our love, and let's keep building better love muscles. We'll see you in the next video.